Oh, we got one. Shine and give God the glory. It is day 3 for the Unstoppable Tour. As you can see, it is dark outside because it is early morning, and that took a lot of energy for me to do. Whew, my goodness. I woke up probably about, like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. I am on my way to pick up Jacob. He's going to be coming along with us today, and we're going to be heading out to Keg Creek for day 3 to see if we can get ourselves some crappie and possibly some largies. I mean largies, largemouth bass. The last time I went out to Keg Creek, I was able to get myself probably about a pounder, a little more than a pounder largemouth, and so I'm hoping to see if we can possibly get ourselves something a little bit bigger this morning. We got the morning to try to fish till about like 10:30 or so. It is now 6:11, so once I pick them up, we are heading out to Keg Creek. We're gonna get us some minnows, and we're gonna get this day started. So let's get going.
Okay.
Good morning, sunshine.
Morning.
You ready to get this day started?
Yeah.
Let's get it rolling. So we have made it to Keg Creek. We're gonna be fishing out, really, I guess this is technically Clark's Hill. Clark's Hill is kind of more in that direction, but Keg Creek runs through here. It runs underneath the bridge, as you'll see here when we get out there. But also along this other side of the runway, there is a lot of rocks, and Columbia County has put Christmas trees, fishing habitats on the other side over there. We're gonna give that a shot. We have our minnows, we have our chatterbaits, and Jacob is finishing up with getting his tied on. And once that gets tied on, we will be set to go. He's got like heavy duty line. He's ready to go big or go home.
Oh yeah, we're catching the PBs.
PBs all day long. That's all we're about, right?
Monsters.
Going for them, going for them trophies.
We're going straight monsters.
Straight monsters, straight trophies. So stick with us as we get this thing started. So we just got down here, and there are fish jumping not too far from us. So we are going to get loaded up, toss it out there, and see if we can get ourselves hopefully a bass roll off the bat. That'll be really cool. First cast bass. We're gonna get this puppy on the road. I literally just casted it right into where the sun is like reflecting off that water, so it's like impossible for me to see. So Jacob's working that chatterbait. Is that what it is? Got on there right now? I've got a minnow on the end of mine right now. Trying to get where they were at just a moment ago. All right, guys, so Jacob is heading on the other side. He's been just kind of cruising along with his chatterbait, little by little, moving his way around. I am still got a minnow on a bobber, taking it nice and easy, letting it slide on down to see which bait it will honestly take first, if it's going to be more artificial or if it's going to be something more real. But in the comments below, I want to know what you use. What do you prefer? Do you prefer using the real stuff, being worms, minnows, crickets, and other forms of live bait, or do you rather use the artificial, more of a chatterbait or a plastic worm? I know for myself, depending on what I'm going for in location, I kind of pick one or the other. For here, I've had some luck using live, and so I'm trying to use live to start. If this doesn't end up working out well, then I'll go more for artificial baits and try to see if we can use like a worm or a chatterbait or swim bait to draw their attention. But let me know in the comments which one you prefer using when you come out fishing. All right, so we moved places. We were on the other side of the bridge. We're now on this side of the bridge. We're just gonna keep working our way down this way and then down this way a little bit. There's a couple guys already down there. We don't wanna chase them off, but we're gonna keep on working our way down, and Lord willing, we will get ourselves either crappie or bass this early morning. Let's keep going with it. We got nothing at all. Did you get any nibbles?
Nah, no nibbles.
Not a nibble, nothing at all. I had one thing try to take my minnow off the line, but that was it. So we are heading over closer to the Clarks Hill Dam to give it a try. Maybe, just maybe, we might get something there, and possibly even a striper, because they like to hang around the dam. And we got some minnows, so we're gonna give it a whirl when we get over there. It's like just a few minutes down the road. So we are going that direction right now. We are heading into day 4. It's been probably about a week and a half or so since our adventure with Jacob. There are some big boy bass in this pond, particularly a 6-pounder that we're going to be looking for today to see maybe we can get him on our Unstoppable Tour catches, and give God the glory for that, because he is a monster. So stay tuned as we get this day started. Guys, I gotta be honest, it's been a hot minute since I've gotten a bass on my line, and so I am looking forward to hopefully getting one on the line and also being able to share this with you, just how amazing bass really are, and just a fun portion of fishing it is to go out and catch a largie. They put up a fight, and it's a lot of fun, especially the bigger ones. It's like sitting on a log. They will kind of direct where to go. You're just kind of going for the ride. It's been a couple weeks since going out to Keg Creek with Jacob, and as you may be able to see on the top of the water, there's a lot of yellow. Those in Georgia, we know that as our snow days. This is pollen, and it comes down in sheets. Oh, we got one, guys. We got ourselves a good sized guy. Fish on the line. He might be about a pound. He's probably about a pound, but it's gonna definitely be our first largie. See if we can get him up here. All right, everyone. So here is our first largie of the Unstoppable Tour. He is a pretty long guy. He's probably about a pound, pound and a quarter, or maybe a pound and a half. But I'm gonna show you guys why they call them largemouth bass. As you can see on the front end here, he has a big old mouth that telescopes out. And so as they go to feed, they open up that jaw and suck in all of the water and the bait that's right there, to suck it whole right onto the inside of their mouths, eating their bait and prey whole. They got big eyes, and as you can see, they're green. That goes with all the camouflage that they have around them to be able to camo in with the rest of the weeds and things like that and hide. And with these eyes, they look up and make sure to see if they can find their prey. Also, how we're able to catch them today, because of it being very murky, as you may have been able to see, we use the chatterbait. Now the chatterbait has a little rattle on the front end, and if we can look down the side here, there is a lateral line that runs down the middle of this fish on both sides of the fish. And so this lateral line picks up vibrations in the water to let the fish know that there is something struggling in the water, so it turns and goes right towards that bait. And so this is a good size largemouth to start off our Unstoppable Tour, and we can count him in with the rest of them as we continue going forward in catching and just giving God glory for such amazing fish. So let's put him back in and keep on fishing. All right, so we're gonna toss right back to around where he was at. Maybe we can find his bigger sister swimming around here. So my question for everyone is, what was your first bass? Do you remember catching your first bass? Was it at a lake? Was it at a pond? Or was it in a river? Let's say largemouth bass. You can tend to find them just about anywhere. The colors, the camouflage that it has. We're gonna see some more along our Unstoppable Tour as well. how they have spots and linear line or some like dotted lines going down the side of them. Some look like leopards, some have like these lines. And so bass, largemouth bass, come in many different patterns, and we're going to see some of those and just give God glory for such amazing detail that he puts into these fish. The bites have been kind of here, there, and everywhere, and so we can take what we can get. But as spring starts to heat up, the catches will start to heat up, and so as the fish begin to go along some of the edges, start bedding in ponds and in rivers. And so I'm looking forward to having more catches and more adventures with you guys to share with you guys. Oh my, we got one right now. Look at there. A good sized guy. Ooh, buddy. Come on, buddy. As I was talking to you guys about it, don't jump. Gotta keep that pressure. All right, we gotta walk him. This is a good sized fish. Good sized fish. Good sized fish. Good sized fish. Woo, walk it around this pole. Keep the pressure on him. There we go. Oh, he's getting a little bit of strength back. As I was literally talking to you guys about him, here he is. Our second bass. And just barely hooked from all that jumping. Look at that. Came right out. Look at this. He is not the 5-pounder. He has been caught before. Obviously, he's got some grooving going on there. But look at this guy. All right, take a look at this guy right here. This is our second bass of our Unstoppable Tour. Again, another good sized fish. He has been beaten up. He's got some marks on his head. He has got a stretched out hole going on here. But another great bass to add to it. He's probably, again, probably about 1.5 pounds. And once again, that big open jaw that he sits there opens up to take in his prey. Big old paddle of a tail. This is, again, another great catch. And once again, another beautiful fish. Again, look at the green colors. Look at the head on this thing. Good sized head on him. And just the green colors, the green pattern. As a matter of fact, where I caught him, he was over in some weeds. Over in that back corner, there's a little bit of weeds growing along some rocks. And so he was hanging out in there, of course, ready to ambush any small prey that was coming through those weeds. And so this is, again, another beautiful fish and our second bass of the Unstoppable Tour that we can count. And this is a great start as we are in day 4. And now we will continue to catch more fish like this. And so as we keep going on our adventures, keep fishing for men. I look forward to you in the next episode. Let's get this guy back in the water.